Good morning, this is Ryan Hoffman, and you're watching the 5-Minute Stoplight Show, continuous education for real estate investors and professionals. Today I'm going to talk about the meeting I went to last night at SDCIA, which is in San Diego, put on by Bill Tan. This is by far one of the biggest investment clubs I've been to. And from what I hear, it's one of the biggest on the West Coast, at least. I could be mistaken on that. The speaker last night was a good, one of my favorites, Mike Cantu. He was, I've heard him give this one talk before, so I'm going to give you a couple things that I didn't mention the last time, and give you some specifics here. If you didn't hear the last one, Mike Cantu is a investor who's from Upland, California. He primarily invests in single-family residence, in starter homes. Nothing too big, but just small stuff, and small single-family residence. But he has accumulated a portfolio of rental properties that's just shy of 50 properties. And his investment strategy mirrors most what I see as my investment strategy long term. So I really enjoy the way he speaks too. So what he talked about last night was how to make money in the current economy we're in, and how we can use the next 5 years to be totally set financially for the rest of our lives. He had a couple good points that I just want to touch briefly on, and then I'll give his five strategies for getting free and clear houses that he mentioned. One is beware of poison real estate prescriptions, meaning there are a lot of people who are selling courses right now for things like short sales and for foreclosures and things like that, that they're selling, but if you get caught doing it, you're going to jail. There are a lot of those around, so be careful. Ask around, ask some professionals that are in the business, not just the people who are trying to sell you something, because there's a lot of people who are just going to say, don't do that. And there's some people, if you ask me, I'll tell you who some of those people are. His thing is he reads a lot, and he spends a lot of time on self-development. So he says 10% of your income you need to reinvest into self-development. And he says that he reads about an hour every night, and he says a person who does not read is no better off than a person who does not know how to read. So let that be a lesson to you. He's very successful, so good advice to take heed. So his 5 strategies for free and clear properties. I'm gonna blow through these really quickly, but they're really, really good, and they're very simple, but they make sense. Number 1, buy 4, sell 3, keep 1. Buy 4, sell 3 of them, and keep 1 of them as a rental. He said if you screw that up, buy 5, keep 1, or buy 5, sell 4, keep 1. So just to try and accumulate rental properties as you're selling your flips. Number 2, this is really smart. Substitute collateral. If you have a property that you're trying to get free and clear, and you have a mortgage on it that's kind of small, but you have another property you're going to get rid of, you could possibly take that the loan that's on the property you want to keep and get free and clear, move that loan to another property that could be have a higher value, but you're not planning on keeping it, and that way the person who owns that loan will be able to have more security because they're getting more collateral, and you will be able to get your free and clear property that you're after. So it works out both ways, and there are rules regarding standard mortgages that do apply to this, so it doesn't work with everything. This is a really good strategy if you have a private loan, and that's a great strategy that works for if you have a private loan from a private investor. Trading with others. I've talked about this before, but he basically will trade 3 properties that have equity, but are not free and clear, maybe need rehab, but he'll trade 3 of those properties for 1 property that's free and clear, that doesn't need anything. It's got a renter in it. So it depends on if you're in growth mode, or if you're in accumulation mode, or if you're expansion mode. It just depends on what your specific investment strategy is at that moment. Number 4, snap and punt. The example he used for this one is if you were to get a lot, and that lot has several portions. What he did is he took a lot that had like 3 separate buildings on it. He divided it into 4 lots, sold 3 of the lots and kept one of them, and that one lot that he kept from the 4 original ended up getting it free and clear. So great strategy. You just have to be aware of that when you see these deals for things that don't make sense just by itself, but if you can break it apart, it works great. And last one is the a 30-year, the 30 house strategy. It's similar to the buy 4 and sell 3, but he's saying accumulate a total of about 30 houses, wait and go until the market is when it's nearing the top, and if it looks like you've done really well, you're able to, if the market is flatlined, you sell half of your properties and you pay off the other half. If the market has done okay, you sell 10 to pay off 20, and if it does really good, that's really good. sell 10 to pay off 20. So if the market's done really good, you can use that to leverage, sell off part of your portfolio, and pay off the rest. So those were the key takeaways. And one last thing, one of the quotes I'm going to start using from him all the time is, "Money isn't everything, but it's right up there with air." So work hard and keep everything in perspective. Also, there's going to be another link in the description to a Think Big, Work Small video that's going to talk about the new rules that are coming out with mortgage lenders, compensation, and what that means to you guys. It's very thick with hidden agendas. So I'm going to say it's very, very much in everybody's interest to watch that video and then take a quick survey, and that survey will go to Congress people so that they can start fighting it and know how we feel about it. So watch that video, take the survey. It's only 3 questions, and then your contact information to go to your senator or your congressperson, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me some comments below, and have a great day.